and welcome to episode 5 of Luck and Chaos, The Lost Ones. We are so excited to have you here tonight. We have the wonderful Meg, aka Narnia's Pants, aka just a really neat person. Thank you so much for joining us while our wonderful pal Zach is out doing real world stuff. Very excited to have you here. We're going to go around and introduce ourselves. Y'all go ahead and kick it off as you normally would. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and your pronouns for both, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan or Alessa Vamp on the internet. I use she, they pronouns, but tonight I will be playing Yuiza, a wood elf rogue, and she uses she, her pronouns.
Yeah, hey, I'm Abby. I'm going to be taking on the role of our destructive, delightful little awoken priestess, Fisscourth, and we both are of the she-her variety. Not very original, but it fits.
Hello, I am RJ, and today I'll be playing Sulong Shen. We both go by he, him. We're both human.
Sup? I'm Meg. Sarah's favorite little chaos goblin. I'm playing Elena Tregor, who is a Lightfoot halfling and a ranger, sort of. I stacked her very oddly. And her pronouns are she, her, and probably just as chaotic as the rest of y'all. So, let's go.
I cannot wait. And if you don't know me, hey everybody, I'm Sara Roberts. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing the world and everyone else that these folks get to interact with today. With that, would y'all like to step back into the world?
Absolutely.
I mean, we can put it off if you don't want to. We can just go play like Vampire the Masquerade or something.
Face first into this. Let's go.
Face first? Okay, I'm here for it.
Morbid time.
Last week, you all discovered exactly who you insulted in the well. It was a fey creature known as the Marrow Jay, and despite the best efforts of some of you, the creature was unwilling to be swayed to the material plane's diplomacy, I suppose you could say, and a fight ensued. The creature's final defeat brought enlightenment and discovery as Tobi, the apparent fey expert in the area, gave the party a lesson in the creatures of the fey realm and the fey realm itself. In need of a break and a little self-care, you all then went and spent the evening making merry at the Pink Dragon and enjoying the company of some new friends. This morning, however, you all awake, save for one party member, Fisscourth. When you returned from the bar last night, Arat was already in bed. Did you go to bunk up again and sleep in the rafters in his room?
Of course, I'm not going to interrupt someone while they're so very deep in slumber. I'll just perch my little feet up on, hang myself up, and mutter out, "Good night, Arat," as I slumber off.
You get no response, but that's to be expected from someone who's already deep in slumber. The rest of you all head off to your rooms. Elena, you make it into town very late the night before, and you head directly to the guild house as directed, where you are put up with another guild member in the Pink Dragon, the local tavern / gambling hall / comedy club / night scene in this town. It's the only entertainment in this village. And you get a restful night's sleep as well. For everyone who needs to, go ahead and mark a long rest on your sheet. And we will go ahead and sleep peacefully through the night in the Wand's Wand for the rest of you. And in the morning, you all wake up. Who's the first to rise?
There is a quiet door that shuts quietly. Sulong stretches in the front yard before sighing and then begins to jog around the town. And if there's like anybody who's awake that early, he'll greet them like a good morning, but not really stop to chat. It's the polite thing to do. Probably does this for about an hour and then comes back hoping everyone else is awake.
Okay. Yeah, you do see a few people out, not very many. The early risers are the farmers in the area and that get up even before you do. They're already out working their fields. But as you go through town, you do notice that there are a few people up and moving about. As you pass the guild house, you see in the training yard, you see Amelie throwing knives at a target and then switching to a bow. As you make your laps around, Nismat is sharpening weapons in the training ring off to the side. And Galwin and Helena are actually sparring with fake swords in the center of the arena. I guess you would call it. I don't. It's like arena, pen, a big dirt area where you can go fight.
Pit.
A spar pit. That's where it goes. And watching off to the side, you see a elf with pale skin and curly red hair sitting on a hay bale next to a person with short pink hair, very light pink hair that you've seen in the Wan Swamp before. And they sit and they watch and they pass between them a bowl of popcorn as they observe everyone going about their morning routine in the training arena.
Jogging past them. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Enjoying the show.
Takes a couple of steps to slow himself before turning. I was just jogging, and he'll turn his attention to what they're watching. Huh.
We have money, dear. And this is the person with the short pink hair. We have money that that one there is going to knock the one without his shirt on flat on his ass in less than 5 minutes.
Well, I'm a bit of a betting man myself, but I have left my coin purse in my other pantaloons.
Oh, no worries. I'll say you're good for it. What do you say? 5 gold, dear? And the woman nods.
All right. Sulong will go over to them and lean on the hay bale and continue to watch the sparring participants fight.
And as you watch, it is Galwin and Helena. Can you pick odds or evens for me? Odds are Galwin, evens are Helena.
Okay. Odds.
Okay. See? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. You watch. They're both incredibly good at what they do. But Helena gets the upper hand, you think, for just a fraction of a second. But in that moment, it's almost as if Galwin predicts her movements and sweeps a leg as he parries and takes her down.
Ooh.
The two have a hearty chuckle. He helps her up. She brushes the dirt off and back to it they go.
Well, it's nice to know that people are very diligent here. That was a good match.
It was, wasn't it? We're here most every morning, just enjoying the show.
Actually, it's gotten me a little nostalgic, and he will start winding his arm as he walks over to the... I guess there's like a divider fence between like the hay bales and stuff, and he'll hop it. He'll head over to Nismat, greet her good morning, and begins some small talk, waiting for the two to finish sparring.
Oh, hi. Are you here to spar too?
I wasn't aware that was that everyone did this morning, but yeah, sure, I'm down.
Some of us are out like every morning. Everyone from town is able to use this recreational area, but we like to all get in early because the 4 of us usually train together, and then we go out for breakfast, and it's really nice. And sometimes I make breakfast. It's great.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to participate.
Oh, what kind of fighting do you do?
I have left my great axe at home, but mostly that.
Well, here you can use one of these, and she will hand you a great axe, but it's made of wood. Do you want to fight me?
Oh, if you're up for it, sure.
Okay. But best of 3 hits?
Yeah, that sounds about fair.
Okay. Oh, if anything weird and like weird magic wise happens, I'm sorry in advance. I can't control it.
I'm sorry, what?
And with that, and with that, she begins swinging at you. Go ahead, and we will do a roll off.
Okay.
If you would like to rage, you can apply the benefits of your rage to it as well.
I'm not gonna rage here.
Okay, go ahead and use your proficiency as well. All right, so first roll.
21.
21, okay. Nismat gets a 17 plus 5. So that's a 22.
Each other.
You do. You both hit each other, but she wins the point for this round. You go to swing at her, and despite her size, she is very quick on her feet, and she slides right past you with that long serpentine-like body, and pops you in the bum with the end of her blade.
It's just like, oh,
Nice try. Watch your feet next time. Ready for the next round?
sure.
All right. He rolls another 17 for a 22 again.
It's a tie with a 22.
Oh. So how does this happen? Why don't you tell me?
It's almost a repeat of the slide maneuver, but instead Sulong uses the butt end of the great axe to bap away her weapon. So it's basically just a parry.
Okay.
And then he'll spin to face her and flip the great axe in his hands.
She will laugh and, oh, tricky. It's like fighting with my dad again.
Fool me once, shame on you.
I'll get you this time.
16.
Okay. This time, she does rage. Roll me a d8.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. 3.
Okay. Nizmat rolled a 15. However, at the same time she rages, her wild magic goes off. And both of you will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this an effect I can see?
It is, but she's not casting magic.
It's just an effect for
Okay.
my thing. 18?
Okay. That saves. However, Nizmet did not save against her own grace. And she falls back with a howling laugh. You win. See, I told you it happens sometimes.
From like the outside of the grease spell, Sulong will like flip his axe so it's butt end and offer it to her so he can pull her up without slipping on the grease. Actually, he just drags her across the grease and then helps her up.
You are dragging this long blue serpentine like dragonborn through some grease, and she will gladly accept the help.
Does that happen often?
Yes. Nearly every time I fight. It's wonderful. Keeps people on their toes.
Well, you know what? Let's call this one a tie since I didn't actually hit you that time. But I will come back for a revenge match.
Sounds good. And she'll shake your hand.
Yeah.
And then she's going to head off and go get cleaned up because she's not going to walk into the tavern all muddy for breakfast.
Yeah, if everyone else is occupied, Sulong will just give a quick stretch, wave to the people on the hay bale, and then just jog off, slip in some residual grease, but then stop himself, brush himself off a little bit. Have a good day.
I'll see you later.
Uh-oh. Starts running.
There was a wink on the end of that later, so it's not a threat, or it could be.
That was a bisexual disaster.
Fair enough. You head back to the Wands Wand?
Yeah.
All right. We'll say by this time, everyone else is waking up. Yuiza and Fisscourth. How are you going about waking up?
This is the very stereotypical, when you imagine a vampire rising out of the tomb, it is very much that. And it would be terrifying if she wasn't bright pink. But, she opens her little blood red eyes and, Arat, you're still asleep. Let me, she'll scramble off whatever ledge she's clutched her tiny little claws to and put a wing on him. Arat, breakfast. It's good morning time, yes?
Arat does not respond to your touch at all.
Oh my god, what if he had a heart attack while he was asleep? This immediately just puts one large ear to his chest to listen for a heartbeat.
Roll me a medicine check.
Ooh. Oh boy, I got... Oh, actually, +5 to that. I thought that was one of my negatives.
You're a cleric.
Yeah, but I'm not... I'm a cleric of hurting people. Speaking of, that's a 14.
You're a pharmacist.
Okay. I'm going to say that with your medical knowledge of how bodies should work, that is high enough for you. You hear a faint heartbeat, but the chest does not rise and fall with breath. There is no movement save for that slow, steady, quiet heartbeat.
That confirms suspicion I had. I'll let him disclose it if he wishes, but I'll take a wing off. and walk out for the morning.
Oh, Yuiza! You see the front door partially open as Yuiza stands outside. She has the woven cloak that she came in with, like, over her shoulder. She's holding a cup of coffee. Her eyes are closed, and she's just staring up at the sky, kind of.
Good morning, my friend. How does this morning find you? It's one of those mornings, I see.
Give me a moment, please. I am photosynthesizing.
Have you planned? I would join you, but I'm terribly sensitive.
Okay. We can go inside.
Yes, let's do that. Also, Arat, is it normal to just fall asleep and have very faint chest convulsions?
I mean, I'm no doctor, but anything that's supposed to be normal and that normal's not faint and then turns to be faint is usually not good.
Yes, because he hasn't left bed. It's a tad concerning. I have my, let us say, educational interests in why this is such, but I want to make certain this isn't a human sickness that you can have. I've heard of leprosy.
You want
Terrible.
Me to check on him?
Yes, that would be preferable.
Okay. I'm going to need a bigger cup of coffee for this.
I will make you one.
Oh,
I will make
amazing.
this.
Do you know how to make coffee?
I will make you coffee.
That's fine. She's gonna go over to Arat. Arat? Come on. And she'll, like, slap his face a little bit, like, softly.
There is no response.
If I put my fingers to, like, his neck, is there a pulse?
Roll a medicine check.
I don't know if I'm good at medicine, but that's fine. I have a +3. 8. I rolled a 5.
You have trouble figuring out where exactly to feel. You don't find one on your own though. He doesn't seem cold though.
Okay.
It's very
he's
weird.
not breathing.
Doesn't appear to be.
This would be a great time for me to walk in. Could I potentially make an intelligence roll to make this coffee? Whatever roll that might be.
Yeah, give me a straight intelligence roll.
Oh boy.
You've seen someone do it once. A nat 20, The thing about a nat 20 is it's to the best of your ability. How many cups of coffee in her lifetime has Fisscourth brewed?
This has seen them be brewed.
Okay. So we're going to say that you get everything into the right place. And extra grounds don't end up where they're not meant to be.
I was going to say I put the beans in the water and then heat up just the water with the whole beans in it. Because clearly that is how you make coffee.
There is a cup of coffee made, but it is probably not to your tastes. Yuiza, probably a little weak when it's presented to you.
Are there beans in this coffee, Fisscourth?
Yes, for the caffeine. You mentioned you need your morning Joe. Those are the Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And is he woken at all? Is he still?
Like, go this one, just go. And just put the coffee bins back in the coffee.
She's so proud of herself.
Have you ever had an iced coffee that you've drunk all the coffee and it's just like half melted ice cubes?
Yeah.
And a little bit. It's about that. So not horrible, but definitely not what you're looking for.
It's coffee flavored water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gonna put the cup over there. I don't mean to alarm you. Let's keep in mind, I'm not a doctor.
Neither am I.
I didn't feel like a pulse.
Neither did I. It was very faint, almost like a mimicry of a pulse.
But there was a pulse. Did you heard one?
Yes, I did. It was a faint beat, but it was there.
Okay.
I'm thinking perhaps we consult the temple if he does not awaken within, say, by tonight.
Okay, if he does not awaken by tonight, he could be also very tired. You know, hopefully. He's not cold, so he's not dead.
In the books I've read, apparently this happens quite a bit. It's called some kind of overload. What is it, burnout? Something like that.
Burnout?
Yes.
Oh, my uncle gets that all the time. Let me tell
It
you.
sounds horrific. I certainly hope you recover soon, Arat.
We're just going to. Yuiza's gonna take the blanket and just put it up to Arat's shoulders. Just going to leave you there for now.
Just tuck him.
And as you two tend to your friend, there is a knock downstairs at the door. It appears that Arabelle has not yet awoken, but you can let someone in when they're at the door. No problem. You all have keys after all. Elena, pivoting to you. What's your morning like?
I'm watching Sulong get his ass kicked through the window.
It's a very interesting sight. The Dragonborn that you watch Sulong fight, they're obviously a Dragonborn. However, this one, instead of the broad, more muscular build that material plane Dragonborn have, she is much longer and leaner, and she moves with a unnatural quickness, and her face is almost dog-like. She has a bit of a block head to her, and then wings that protrude out from the side of her face. If you'd like to roll a nature or history check, you can.
Sure, that would be fun. Where the fuck are all of my dice?
I ate them.
Bad, Sarah.
It was delicious. I regret nothing.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna roll a nature for a math for a 21.
Fantastic. You are well studied in all creatures due to your job and the nature of your work. This Dragonborn is from the Feywild. Feywild Dragonborn evolved slightly different than their material plane counterparts. And this one appears to be very close within having maybe 1 or 2 generational markers being away from an actual dragon based on your knowledge.
Cool. Sort of just talking to myself through the window, just like watching and being like, oh, no, messy footwork. Yeah, no, there we go. She's a lot nicer than I would have been. I would have just smacked him in the head, but I guess the butt'll do. And it's just sports narrating all of it in the window. And once the little spar duel is done with, I kind of just get along with just general preparations of like, okay, I've got to get this done. I think I was supposed to meet Isla somewhere, I think.
Speaking of Isla, you receive a knock at your door, and it is a courier.
Oh.
It is a note from the head of the guild, who you checked in with last night, informing you, I understand that you are here to speak with Isla about the happenings at the temple. She also posted a job, and there is a group that was planning to take that up. It's my understanding that Farah handed them directly the information. If you'd like to check with them, they are staying at the Wand's Want. Their names are Fisscourth, Arat, Sulong, and Yuiza. They're new to the guild. Be nice. Tobi. And you know that the Wand's Want is directly across the street from the tavern you're staying in. It is the 3-story magic shop in town. So it'll be a good place to stop to supply up for anything you may need.
I'll just pat the courier on the head. When you see Tobi, tell them I make no promises.
I just deliver the bail. But if I see him, I'll tell him that. Do you want me to say it real threatening like? It's just a tiny little kobold.
Here, hold on. And I'll like go rummage for like a piece of paper and literally just write winky face smiley. We'll see. ... I make no promises. Comma. Will try to not kill all of us. Period. Here.
That'll be 5 gold.
Here you go. I'll give you 6 to bring in the other one.
Runs away, takes your gold, with a little giggle, as apparently he just extorted money out of you for a job that he does for free.
That's fine.
So, where do you head next? Do you head straight to the Wand's Want?
Yeah, I'll make my way over there.
Okay.
See what's what, who's who, where's where, kind of thing, and figure it out.
Sounds good. As you head over and you knock on the double doors of the Wands Want, who is the first to open the door?
That would probably go down.
Okay.
Open the door.
Elena, tell Yuiza what she sees when she opens the door.
A halfling that's probably a little too tall to be considered a halfling by most genetic markers. Luck kind of happened. So whatever D&D tells you, add like 2 inches kind of thing. But the way I've always had Elena in my head is like, think like Katie McGrath from Merlin. So kind of, if those of you that don't know, but just kind of jet black hair and it's a little wavy, and then just like really emerald green eyes. And then like just kind of a skin tone shade, kind of similar just to like Yuiza's character art. So about that same skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
She's not good at basketball, Sarah. She is still barely 5 foot. She's a ranger, not an athlete. And just sort of there in her just basic get up, stereotypical ranger outfits, because she's still kind of new to the game of like the world, and trying to figure out like what works best, what's comfy when like I get into fights, and still kind of navigating all of that. But it's just very much, if you need someone to go do something and go get something, she's your girl kind of thing. So she's, when you open the door and you see Elena, it's sort of just the like, Are you here? Are you part of that group that I was told about?
I don't know. Maybe a lot of people are like talking a lot about us because we're new, but possibly.
What's your name?
Yuiza.
Yeah, you are. Hi, Yuiza.
Hi.
My name is Elena, and just like,
Hi. She's about 5 feet, so she's not.
Yeah, so it's just dead eye contact of like, hi.
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 Nice to meet you.
Just
shaking your head very excitedly.
Are your comrades? Are they here?
Well,
Yuiza, who's at the door?
oh, Fisscourth. You know what? Come in. It's fine. Come on in. She'll close the door behind you. Fisscourth, this is actually what did you say your name was again? Sorry.
I'm Elena. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Fisscourth. This is Elena. Somebody
This is
told
gonna-
her.
This is
about
walking
us.
in with 2 more of her coffees. Oh, I knew it quite. Elena, it is so pleasant to meet you. Would you like a coffee?
Fisscourth, go ahead and describe yourself as well for Elena.
What Elena sees as this very high-pitched voice echoes from the kitchen is a bat of about 5 feet tall, got maybe an inch or 2 on you. Albino, pale white, but underneath where pink flesh shines, it makes her appear as if she herself is pink. And these bright, friendly ruby eyes stand just right above a maw that is full of vampire bat teeth. But she's offering you coffee. It looks like coffee. It's brown water.
Oh, you're very beautiful.
This just turns bright pink. Thank you. Yeah, your coffee, yes. It's very good to meet you.
Thank you. So
Kind
you're
of coffee. It's kind of coffee.
okay. What was your name again?
Fisscourth.
Fisscourth. Yuiza looks at the note on my.
Arat is in bed, but he's suffering from a malady, so he will not be with us
very
for a bit.
tired, and he'll be resting today, actually.
Okay.
And Sulong, he's somewhere out. I don't know where.
This village is still
Probably
pretty
doing-
small. You probably see him jogging up. Flag him
He
down.
opens the door. Oh, he's right over there. I see him. Yes.
And Elena's gonna like peek over.
Why is he always shirtless? Is he like Colin?
Oh, he got his butt kicked.
He.
Hey Sulong,
Yeah.
did you get your ass kicked?
It wasn't a victory, that's to be sure.
That's quite all right, isn't it? He did. But that's quite all right, Sulong. After all, we learned from mistakes. And he still got his butt kicked. It was very funny, I'm sure.
Yes, every failure is a learning experience. Who's this?
Oh, hi. I'm Elena. I was told to come look for you guys.
Oh, we're not in trouble, are we?
I don't think we would be. Like, we helped a lot. I haven't stolen anything, so.
Hey, God, are they in trouble?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Roll a D100 and pray. No, they are not in trouble.
I was like, okay.
You got in your note that they were given the same instructions to visit the temple that you reported you were here to look. So 2 + 2 is equaling. These are people that are probably going to just walk over with you, and you're basically acting as liaison for this.
Yeah, I got a message saying to come find you guys because you were also going to the temple?
Oh, yes. And Fiss kind of digs around in her furry bosom for a minute before she produces a notice that has the temple order on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to give this to you all, but I forgot about it. I was so busy talking with, But yes, we were going to the temple.
Yeah, with, uh-huh.
Who are you talking with?
What?
Fellow wardens.
Ah.
Anyway, I was like, wow, why are we going to the temple? I haven't gone to the temple since I was like, 10. But, so we're taking a job there, I suppose. Yes. He looks to Fisscourth. Yes. He looks to Elena. Yes. Yes. Okay.
As far from what I was told, yes, we are.
We are getting paid, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Temples are very rich from what I've heard. They have all sorts of riches within, and perhaps I can see how you all
I was
worship.
supposed to steal from temples, though.
Traditionally, worship is done on the knees, but it can be a little hard depending on the faith, I guess.
On your knee? That sounds terribly painful and inconvenient.
That's the point.
Sometimes there's pillows.
I will need to investigate this matter further. Lady, you are very wise. Tell me more of this. And Fiss is gonna just sidle by her through the door to the temple.
I'm going to go make breakfast, okay? Well,
sounds great. As you all are preparing a breakfast before going on your trip, the note that Fisscourth presents to you all is seeking someone with no regards for personal safety to investigate strange noises coming from the catacombs. If interested, inquire at the temple.
I usually have no regard for my personal safety. I think going down the well last time proved that, yeah.
Well, I'll go get ready.
There's food, everyone. Fisscourth, we've run out of your coffee. I'm so sorry, so I made more, okay?
Oh, that is perfectly fine. I'm glad you all liked it so much. Mm-hmm. Truly, I am becoming a mastery of this sorcery you call cooking.
Yeah. I can't wait to show you more.
As do I.
Yeah. I feel like since Yuiza knows what Fisscourth's diet consists of, she would make her a little breakfast plate, but also give her like big old cup of joe size mug of, blood from the butchers.
Yeah, that's totally doable. You are not the only ones that the butcher is supplying with blood in this town, which may or may not see today. This is also about the time that Arabelle comes home from her morning excursion as well, and opens up the shop. So if there's anything that you would all like to purchase before you head out, you can do so.
Does she still have the same inventory as last time?
Let's check.
We should probably grab some health potions out of character, but this is sippy cupping that cup of blood fully. Both their little hands just...
It's a little mug that says world's best bat, but it's written in paint, and it looks kind of scratchy. She was trying very hard.
Well, it's perfect.
The inventory is still the same. She is currently out of bags of holding, however. But she does have a stockpile now of potions thanks to you all going and getting her the ingredients. There are varying levels of health potions available, as well as any others that you may search for. What in particular are you looking for to stock up on?
How much was the spirit bottle?
This is, let's see, it's an oddity. It's common. We're going to say it's 25 gold.
I would. God, how much money do I have? That would be 75. I will have to leave the spirit bottle for now, but I will take 1 potion of healing, please, and thank you.
Okay. Basic healing potion?
Yeah, that's 50, correct?
Yep, that's 50.
This will also purchase 1 basic healing potion, just, as a treat.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make those deductions from your sheet.
I'm sorry, what was the pricing on the health potions?
They start at 50 and they increase by 50 each level up.
Okay. I'll take 2 of the minors then.
Okay. Go ahead and deduct 100 gold from your sheet.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get 2 potions.
Okay, great. Go ahead and deduct that 100 gold from your sheet and apply those 2 potions.
Yeah.
God, I forgot that I won at gambling yesterday.
Yeah, Fisscourth got some money.
I will keep that in mind. Maybe we'll get that spirit bottle after we find out whatever is in the temple. I sure hope it's some friends.
As you were exiting the tavern this morning, you saw that the pot for the gold, we have like a lottery here that folks can play into. The pot for the lottery today is so far up to 48 gold.
Ooh.
So
Keep
in case
an eye
anyone
on that.
in case anyone wants to play the numbers later. And it may go up still. So anything else, anyone?
No.
You all good? Okay. Then where are you off to next?
That tells Arabelle that there's food in the kitchen for her. She made breakfast. There's coffee and stuff like that. We should all go to the temple. We're going to go to the temple early because I guess there's something we have to do there because I have no regard for my personal safety.
Oh, well, please just try to be safe, please.
I have no control over that, but I will do what I can.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I think Fist just frog blinks at that response, just one eye closing, then the other. Why would a temple be dangerous? I have no idea why a temple would be dangerous. Yes, of course. Let's go to this very safe temple. Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
Do you think we'll need to find pieces to a golden monkey to unlock the doors to the Legend of the Hidden Temple?
That
Just
would be
me?
so fun.
That would be an adventure. Although I must have been a bit convoluted. Do you think there will be anything we need to replace or run from, like a large stone?
Probably
Or
a large
like-
boulder, yes, chasing us.
A deceased warrior's graveyard?
Now that would be
Or
petrifying.
like hidden arrows. Just pew, pew.
So you head over to the temple, and this structure is the largest one in the area. The buildings in the village, the Wands Wand and the Pink Dragon are probably the 2 largest buildings in the village itself. Outside of the walls of the village sits this temple, and it's almost built in to the mountains that are surrounding the village. It goes back so far that you can't actually see where it stops from the front of it. And it is massive with these large cathedral style ceilings with beautiful hand-hewn rocks and decorative archways and pillars galore. And you are all standing at the doorstep.
I suppose we should knock. Is there a door?
You should be able to just go in, and Elena's just gonna push.
Yeah, easy enough. You push it in and you enter into the breezeway entryway area. It stops the draft from coming into the already drafty large stone building as a way to kind of make things more economical when heating up. And you can go ahead and pass through that into the main temple of the area. And you enter into a large room with gorgeous vaulted ceilings and frescoes painted on the walls. Some bones also pushed into the walls in certain areas. It seems that some people wanted to make this room specifically their final resting place. The rows of pews are anchored to towering statues that hold out torches that have apparently been lit by someone. They're going to need a ladder to get up that high, though. There are candles that light the central aisle all the way down to a altar with a statue of a woman holding up a frog to the sky. Her feet are surrounded by piles of gold and jewels, trinkets and baubles. And there is a aquatic elf that is standing there, dusting the statue and the items around it.
Hello.
At the sound of you coming in and saying hello, she turns around and her eyes go wide and she runs to you, Elena. And this is your friend, Isla. And she gives you the largest hug. And as she does, you realize that your friend, who you have not seen for a very long time, is with child. I am so glad you're here.
Oh my gosh, you look radiant.
Oh, thanks. First one was so much trouble, but my husband said, let's try for a second one. Maybe it'll be a girl this time. And if I can just get past the swollen ankles, I will be so happy. How have you been?
Oh, completely. Do you remember the tricks that I taught you with the first one?
Yes. And I still have the same slippers that you sent me. I change into them every morning when I get to work. And as you look down, she has a pair of pink bunny slippers with button eyes on her feet.
It's like those aloe socks kind of slippers.
Mm-hmm. She is 100% self-caring, living her best life as much as she can be right now. I'm so glad that you got my letter. I was so worried. I also posted it with the guild. Who are these folks? Are these your new friends? Did you make some friends?
Maybe, hopefully. They saw your posting, I think. But yeah, this wonderfully pink friend of mine is Fisscourth.
I think she's actually picked up a skull and is looking at it a bit deeply before she hears her name being called.
Gesturing because I forgot that you weren't there anymore, and I'm just like, oh.
There's just an outline of Fisscourth where Fisscourth used to be.
Just looking at it Hamlet style, this is a lot more like home than I expected. Fascinating. Truly.
Fisscourth. Come meet my friend Isla, sorry. Isla.
She puts the skull down and just toddles over the best she can. Isla, yes, it is. You are the practitioner of this temple.
Oh, I'm not a I volunteer to clean. There's a lot here and the various priestesses. Have you not been here before?
Oh, no, never. I've only been in one temple my entire life. I was cloistered.
I can take you back. You're probably going to need to meet the head priest who runs this whole shebang. He is a priest of Helm. I hope that's not a deterrent for anyone. I know some people get very strange about religion, but here we accept everyone and we give everyone their own place to worship. You'll find that we cater to many worshippers here. Many in town often worship multiple deities because they have access to that, and it's wonderful and lovely. Just make sure you knock on we call them tiny temples. Just make sure you knock on the tiny temples before you go in, because someone may want their privacy. But you are welcome to roam about as you'd like. If you'd like a tour, I could give you one, or I could. Oh gosh, I'm forgetting myself. I could get someone to give you a faster tour if you'd like. Suddenly remembering that she does not move as fast as she used to.
Would you perhaps like to sit down while you find someone for us?
Oh, well, I don't think I could sit and find for someone for you at the same time, but that is very, very sweet, dear. You are so kind. And who are you two? I don't think I caught your names.
That's Yuiza, and this is Sulam.
Yuiza and Sulam. It's very nice to meet you two. Why don't I just take you on back and I'll introduce you to a few folks. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Wonderful. Right this way. And she will take you back, and I will go ahead and reveal the area for you. You walk down a very long hallway past a series of doors. To one side, you see another hallway veering off made of stone. This one is stone with a nice wood floor. You pass a very large dining hall set up to cater to multiple people who come here throughout the year and make their pilgrimages here. At the end of the hall, you are shown into a large room, which serves as the head priest's room. There are many scrolls and books here, not dissimilar to Tobi's library that he has in his own personal office. And Isla introduces you to the head priest.
While we're passing by, can I try and like swipe a jewel from the table?
I mean,
Go ahead.
I didn't steal.
Okay, go ahead and try a sleight of hand.
Okay. That is a synthetic 20, 14 plus 6.
Okay. What are you taking?
She's not taking a lot. She's just taking maybe like a jewel and like 5 gold.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Probably not.
78.
78. Okay, one moment. Okay. I will give you the result of that later.
I don't like that.
But you are able to follow the others. No one notices that you just took something from the temple.
Cool.
And you are introduced to Duval, a elderly gentleman wearing green robes that are trimmed in a soft velvet around the hood and neck. His hood is pulled up, and you see peeking from it a very old and withered face of a human man with a long white beard and very kind and gentle blue eyes. Next to him sits a woman, Rose Ressa, and she is introduced to you as one of the priestesses of the Temple to the Raven Queen, which is housed here within this structure as well. And she operates as not necessarily an assistant, because she does have high standing here as well. But given his age, she is essentially his second in command, his right hand, strictly because she is here all the time and she can move far faster than this old gentleman can. And he has a lot of great trust in her. He greets you all warmly and, I see that you all answered our Isla's request. Always looking out for us. Isla is so wonderful. So wonderful. You really shouldn't trouble yourself. And it's nothing. She waves him off and goes about tidying his office for him. What exactly have you heard so far? I don't know what Isla posted with the guild.
Unfurls the scroll. Not much. Something about lacking self-preservation.
Yes.
Unfurled scroll.
No regard for our personal safety.
Yes, but rather good at that, I must say.
That is excellent to hear. We don't know if it will be dangerous for you to investigate. In my younger years, this is something I would have investigated here myself. However, the stairs are becoming quite a challenge, and I've had to stay to this floor of the temple mainly. But Rose Ressa has been down much more recently and can tell you more. And the woman sits. She has dark skin and shaved hair with a intricate design you don't carve hair. What do you do?
Curl it?
Shave.
Oh.
I was looking for shaved. With an intricate design shaved into the sides to look like raven's wings. Well,
Your hair is so cool.
thank you. Anyways, yes, there have been scratchings and moanings, as one does often hear in some of the temples here, especially in my own. However, they've been coming from our storage area and the catacombs beyond, and, well, I'm rather concerned about the safety of our supplies. We are responsible for much of the healing that is done here in the village and just the general well-being of folks. And I would not be able to live with myself, Raven. Mother, protect me. If anything were to happen to someone seeking our services and getting hurt in the process as they go to gather supplies down there.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's 5 check this lady.
It's 5
Go
check
ahead.
her.
12.
22. There we go.
22?
Oh, yeah.
She carries herself with an air of importance. And she does not get off the job that she is trying, or the vibes that she is trying to be deceitful, of any sort. She is simply outsourcing the work that she and the head priest are not able to or willing to do, as it appears that this is a little bit beneath her.
I'm curious, priest. Has this happened before, these sounds?
Well, they do tend to happen from time to time, but normally it's people expressing themselves in their worship.
I see. Well, have no fear. I am actually quite used to this sort of it. It was quite shockingly similar. Fist looks back towards the door where all the bones are, to where I was raised. So rest assured, we will find whatever the root of these sounds are and report back to you accordingly.
Wonderful. Anyways, the temple will pay you 250 gold to investigate the matter. And also, if there is anything untoward, if you could just take care of it while you're down there, we'll pay an additional 250 gold.
That's some...
If we get hurt, do we get free healing after?
She will take a deep breath and look over to Duval, who gives a chuckle and a nod of the head, and she turns back to you. Yes, we will provide your healing free of cost.
Amazing. I
Excellent.
think this is a great deal. We'll help you, the temple, and hopefully get rid of anything that is untoward there, things that
Mhm.
you shouldn't have to bother yourself with, clearly. You're very
Wonderful.
busy.
I am. Would you like me to show you to the temple or to the catacombs?
Yes.
Wonderful. Right this way. And she will take you down.
Elena's just gonna reach down to Fisscourth. I guess look right at Fisscourth's ears because we're all the same freaking height.
Yeah. Someone's tall, the rest of us are short.
Short king.
Just, do you really understand what she was talking about? I think you got the wrong idea.
You needn't be so close, sensitive.
Right, sorry. Do you really know what she was talking about?
Unfortunately, yes. I have a notion of what it could be, potentially. I hope it isn't what I think it is, and it could just be the souls of the weary traveling about.
No, I meant the noises.
Oh, the noises. They could be some of my brethren, possibly, but
No.
we screech.
Fisscourth, no.
What?
Not quite.
She's not... I'm not sure what
There's
you
a lot
mean.
of new things for Fisscourth right now.
Yeah, I know, which is why I'm doing it. Well, when
Two people are really horny.
when
Oh, we're talking about breeding.
Essentially, but in the name of faith.
Oh, yes.
Frequently you'll hear somebody call out, "Oh, insert religion person here." And that's generally, I think, what the vibe is here, is it's not quite just like
I thought this was a crypt. I didn't realize we'd be here for a mating orgy. I see.
No,
As
no,
this
not
conversation
it.
is going on, it's a
Yeah?
slow camera zoom into Sulong's face, like out of the office. just silently staring at the camera, like, this is what I'm dealing with. All right.
What?
This is, in fact, what you are dealing with. So she will lead you back down the hallway to the one that you passed previously, made of all stone, and you pass a series of doors leading to smaller rooms. And as you do, you hear the various prayers seeping out from underneath the doorways, and some of the doors are open, and you can look in, and each one is essentially its own private chapel. It can fit probably 4 to 5 people comfortably, maybe 2 or 3 more if they want to pack in. But for the most part, as you pass doors that are open, you only see 1 or 2 people in there at a time. And she will lead you down the hallway to a closed door and begin unlocking it. And as she does, Fisscourth, if you can roll me a perception check.
Can do. I can't wait. Whatever could this be? A 17.
Fabulous. As you are standing behind Rostressa, and she is finding the key to unlock this door to the next portion of the temple, you smell blood. You smell a lot of it.
Oh, I think anyone who is near Fisscourth, actually anyone who is near Fisscourth is going to see just her little pupils become blown and her little leaf-shaped nose begin to twitch. You said that this was an issue that was ongoing?
It's been going for a week, maybe 2 now. No, I think about a week.
I see.
Are you all right, dear? You look a little sweaty.
How do I sweat? No, I'm quite all right. I'm just sated for the investigation is all. And I give her a big toothy smile.
Would you like to look into any of the rooms?
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Well, if you'd like to pray before you go down, you're more than welcome to. There's no rush. And she opens the door leading to the next hallway. You just seem a little, I don't know, intrigued.
This swallows. I am quite well. My religion, we take power and prayer within the voice. So I am going to implement that down there very much. But I appreciate the offer immensely. Thank you.
All right. And with that, she will walk through the doorway and lead you down the next hall. At the end of the hall, there is a stairwell in the ground where she opens up a grated door on the ground and pulls it back. Everything is down this way. Mind the steps. They do get a little slippery when it's humid out like it is today. But other than that, good luck.
Right, thank you so much. We will let you know what happens.
I believe we'll need it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your stay. And she will walk back through the door at the end of the hallway. And Fisscourth, you see her go into that room where you smelled blood.
Oh. This is going to point that out to everyone. Do you smell any of that?
What?
Blood. It's as thick as butter in the air.
No. I don't. My smelling is not as good as yours.
But it's rich and it's thick. And did it smell fresh?
It smelled very fresh.
It smelled as if it had been newly spilled. Oh, God, the Chapel of Cacophony doesn't have a place of worship here, does it?
Well, sometimes sacrifices are needed in worship, but I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful. Great, even. I was wondering if I was going to run into any family.
What?
Goats?
Usually it's goats, occasional chickens. We have a farmer in my hometown. I hated it.
For everyone, except for Fisscourth. Because I'm going to say that your sheltered life, you probably didn't get taught this. For everyone else, if you would like to roll me a religion or history check to see if you can help Fist out.
A 4.
17.
Or 1917? Okay. For those of you who rolled above a 10, you did complete your basic religions courses, and you get the inkling that because this priestess is a priestess to the Raven Queen, and she entered into a room that Fisscourth smelled of blood, that is likely a temple to the Raven Queen with a large blood pool in it.
Certain deities have, what's the word? An aesthetic. Hers in particular for worshipping the Raven Queen is blood.
Well, that's a bit wasteful, isn't it? Just for appearance?
And worship.
Often for appearance. Sometimes it can be for strength.
Oh, I see.
I remember.
Thaumaturgy.
Kinda. It was a couple of years ago, but our town, whatever their role was, for some reason they knew a lot about this. They told me that like sometimes the blood magics can be a little tricky, but like the Raven Queen ones, like specifically, can get messy. And not just because of the blood. Like there's things that can go wrong very quickly if you're not the right person. So maybe Rose Russa's unleashed something.
Do you think it's like people blood or like animal blood?
Given that it's the Raven Queen, probably human. Maybe. Would I know that?
Human blood can be offered. They don't necessarily do ritualistic sacrifice of people, though. It would be willingly donated. But it would likely, if you're talking about a blood pool, it's probably mainly animal blood that is in it, just because it's easier to get regularly, and there's usually butchers in town who need to get rid of it, which is probably why it's so easy to get Fisscourth what she needs here as well.
Right. Fiss, can you tell the difference? I don't mean to be like offensive, but can you tell the difference?
No, not at all. It's a matter of taste. Usually notes. I'm told it's similar to wine, but I wouldn't know.
Oh. Well, can you smell the difference?
God, could I take a whiff?
You can. You can if you all promise to stop calling me God.
Okay, Daddy.
I'll accept it.
Ooh,
Daddy or
that's
God?
That's
Sorry,
a filthy
just
nasty
roll,
17.
please. What did you roll? I'm sorry.
17.
You get twinges similar to what you tasted the other day when a container of blood was left in your room. The same grainy, barley notes are in the smell that were also on your tongue. And it smells very much of that same animal.
Ewell watches Fist, where lifts her head, sniffs, folds her ears back, like a wine connoisseur, before she just opens her eyes. Goat, most likely. Too many herbal notes to be human. Humans, you have a much richer taste. And she kind of eyes Sulong for a bit. Velvety, bit like a cake. Yes.
Sulong, just like this conversation going over his head, is continuing to walk down.
He's just like cartoon turning into a steak for Fisscourth. But she's like, yes, we have an investigation.
As you make your way down the stairs, you do so. Let me make sure y'all are on that map. You are. You enter into a large stone room piled with dry goods, cheeses, and all sorts of things that a temple would need to store in order to serve its people. Everyone go ahead and roll me a cursory investigation check.
I keep rolling 4.
I think you need to get rid of that die.
This is the dice you gave me, okay? I don't want to get rid of it. It's just gonna go in dice jail.
Okay.
Aw. It's got to go in timeout for a little bit. And I rolled an 11.
Okay.
18.
4.
18.
For everyone who rolled above a 10, you see several crates that are open, labeled with the insignia of the Wand's Wand. Hidden behind a stack of crates to the left, there is a lever that is next to a great door made of metal that is interwoven. There appears to be no handle on this door. The lever to the side of it is gold with a blue band on it and a red band on it as well, corresponding to a blue and a red line at either side of the lever.
Pull the lever, Sulong!
Is there any indication to where these levers go?
Roll me a intelligence check.
Okay. 10 on the dot.
Okay. It's probably what opens that door. You know that there's a storage room and a crypt down here. And you found the storage room.
Reaches a hand out for the blue lever and pulls.
It's just one lever,
Oh, just one lever.
and
Oh,
it's
you can
blue
choose
and red.
which way.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So he'll flip it to the opposite
blue?
way. It's to
Yeah.
blue.
Okay. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Is this an effect I can see?
It's a mirror
not.
that points out all your flaws.
It's not a.
So
it's
every
a
mirror?
6.
6. That fails. As you pull this lever towards blue, you feel the hairs on your skin stand on end as if jolted by low level of electricity. And you all watch as 1 minute there is a crackle of arcane energy around Sulong. He is there one moment and then gone. Sulong,
Hi.
you find yourself standing in a crypt with your back to a large metal door with bands that are interwoven. Make a perception check for me.
16.
Okay, that's high enough. Upon entering this room, you notice there are a lot of alcoves full of bones and piles by the walls and on a table off to one side. And set into the hand-carved walls themselves are bones that have been laid out in mosaics under this temple. And you hear a skittering. And that is where we're going to go to break. So we will see you all. So don't go nowhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, or go to thehypegoblin.com and check out the schedule for the rest of the show on the calendar there. Or if you're so inclined, go to patreon.com/thehypegoblin, where you can leave us comments about this episode and we'll talk about them after the show. See you later, everybody. Everybody, wait, bye-bye. We are back with more of episode 5 of Luck and Chaos. And we just have a party member in some hot water here. Sulong, you just got teleported to the other side of a door. Your companions are on the other side. You all watched as he just flipped a lever and disappeared. What's everybody doing?
Sulong takes a disoriented step forward, shakes his head, and bangs twice against the metal door.
I'm okay. I'm just on the other side, I think.
You're not dead? You're not being consumed by hellish fiends?
No?
Are you sure? Did you check?
He'll reach into his pack, pull out a torch and a flint and steel, and just strike it to light.
1, 2 hands, arms, legs, 6 fingers. Yeah, I'm good.
As you strike that to light it, since you were standing in complete darkness, you come face to face with a skull. As there is a freestanding wall full of tiny alcoves, and within those alcoves are skulls and other various bones of the deceased.
There's a moment where it's registering in Sulong's brain, and then you just hear from the other side of the door.
Are they consuming you?
Are you
Do we need to
okay?
barge in?
Is there a dog there? That sounded like a dog.
Elena's just gonna pull the lever.
Okay. You do, and you hear a crackle and a fizzle, and the arcane runes that surround it do not light up. Would anyone like to make me an investigation check on these runes?
I will try.
You realize that these runes are going to take time to recharge. Whatever caused this to happen, it's an effect that takes a lot of power. And this lever looks like it's barely sticking to the wall at this point. It's so old. Can I get someone to roll me 2d20s?
I can do that. I'm a little nervous that you asked for 2d20s, but I can do that. I better not. I've been rolling like shit the entire time. I better not roll well.
12 and a 19.
12 and what's 12 plus 19?
31.
31. So for 31 minutes, it will take this to recharge. Sulong, as you look about the room, you see the bones and you see the plaques marking graves in the floor and in the walls, and you see torches that can be lit around the room. And that skittering begins to grow louder. Can I get a perception check from you?
5.
You don't know where it's coming from, but it's getting louder.
Well, this kind of sucks. I can hear the skittering. It's getting louder.
We can't get in there for some reason, so this is a very, inefficient method of transportation. They could have just used the door, but,
Keep your back to the wall, Sulong, and remember to look up at the ceiling. You never know what's hanging on the ceiling.
What if I flipped it the other way?
Go ahead and try.
I'd do it.
Fizz is saying, look at the ceiling. Sulong's just slowly raising his torch and looking upwards.
Oh no, nothing wrong can happen.
Stone ceiling. As you flip that lever the other way, you hear the same crackle and fizzle, as it has not recharged yet.
Can I check the wall to see if there's any way of opening a door or anything physical?
Sure. Go ahead and
Not
check.
that dice.
Are you looking at the door or the wall?
There's a door?
Yes, there is a door made of woven metal.
That I got teleported through.
Oh, I would like to look at the door.
Okay.
15.
15? That's enough. There is no doorknob or hinges on this door. There's nothing for you to pick or turn or pull or push. However, it looks like this door could be lifted.
Hey, Sulong.
Yeah?
So you know the door? Can you see the door?
Not with my back to it.
Well, can you turn around? I think you can lift the door.
Can I?
I don't know, can you?
Maybe.
I mean, I saw him try and fight earlier. Maybe he can't.
Right?
Are there any sconces nearby that I can just quickly light so I have some light to work?
Yep, there is one on either side of the door.
From a -2 strength modifier, I don't think helping is going to help.
With my 1+, I'm gonna put all I can into my bony little bat wings and put them
Okay.
under the door. Shall we do it on 3?
That will lower the DC if you're helping.
Elena is a dexterity main.
You can still roll.
I mean, I'm down, but
I will try to help too.
Okay. Sulong, go ahead and roll this with advantage.
Oh. I mean, okay.
take it.
I mean, I can tell you to roll at disadvantage if you really want.
Don't mess with your honor.
Double 19 for 24.
Fabulous. It's difficult to get up. This door has not moved in a while. But between you and the strength of your companions, you are able to hoist it up and hold it in place long enough for everyone to get through. Do you all go through?
Yeah.
As
You lift the door, I think Yuiza kind of goes up a little bit as she holds on to it. She's like, oh, okay. I'm here, guys. Okay, hello.
As you drop this door back down and everyone files into this room, you all see the same things that Sulong did. You see the bones laid out on the freestanding walls in their resting place. You see bones onto a table off to the side. You see plaques on the floor and walls. You see the mosaic of bones that has been laid out in a pattern. And I need everyone to make me a perception check, as something has now noticed with all this commotion that you are here.
Myself included?
Everybody in the room.
Okay.
Oh, I am way too interested in them bones. Why does a species keep its dead so close? That's a 9.
Okay.
Perception?
Perception.
That's 11 plus 4, 15.
16.
Okay. For those of you who rolled above a 10, you are not surprised as 2 rat swarms come from either side of the freestanding wall and begin running towards you.
Oh, hey, rats. Oh, no, rats.
And this is where we will go into initiative. Okay. First up, with a 23, is going to be Yuiza. Yuiza, there is a rat swarm that is bearing down directly on you.
She's going to... Elena will see a knife kind of come out of her bracers. She's going to stab down.
Okay, go ahead.
18 to hit.
That hits.
8 points of damage.
Okay. I will need you to have that damage. As unlucky for you, it seems that your luck has turned and your strike does not strike true.
4 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to hit again with my offhand attack.
All right.
Hopefully. 16.
That hits.
1.
Okay. We can't have that damage, so we'll take that 1 damage.
What is
Anything
going
else?
on? These rats are so tricky. No, that's it.
Okay. You all watch as uncharacteristically, Yuiza struggles to land her hits. They should be hitting. Her form is perfect, but something's amiss. Up next, Sulong.
Hello. I take out my great axe and then I swing.
Okay.
I'll boot scoot boogie over to this one. The bottom
Okay.
rat swarm.
The rats that are coming from the bottom side, sure.
Yeah. Natural 20 for 25.
Okay. Give me that crit damage.
Yes, my captain. 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Halved, if anything, is 7.
No, yours is not halved.
I don't know what you mean.
Typical
Player me
barbarian.
knows. Character me doesn't, so it's fine.
Up next is Fisscourth.
Oh boy. Upon seeing these skittering, chittering little things, which, might have been considered brethren not a short while ago, this is going to spread out her wings in a bit of dramatic fashion and, with glowing eyes of red malevolence, cast Bane on Rat Swarm 1.
All right. The one that Yuiza is fighting.
Actually, no, I'm going to switch that to Rat Swarm 2,
All right.
the one that is
Wow.
Sulan's dealing with.
Okay.
Let me stranded there. Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Well, I guess Rat Swarm 1 then, since we're...
No, I'm kidding, go.
No, I'll help you. And I'm going to cast Bane on them, which means if they fail my charisma saving throw, they are going to have to subtract a d4 from their attack roll.
Like
Okay.
contention, Bane specifies you can target up to 3 creatures.
That's true, only 3 rats. Do the swarm of rats
I
count
will-
as a whole?
I will let you count it as the whole of the swarm.
That's right, the rats are not personal.
I have mine.
Okay, so they rolled a 19, but they have a -4. So 15.
That passes,
rats.
unfortunately.
Does it really?
It does. My DC is 13.
2.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
These rats
Awesome.
are charismatic as hell. They're just like, screw up, kid. And then they put on their leather jackets and snap away.
Fisscourth screeches at the rat. The rat screeches back at Fisscourth. There's a
Oh,
lot of
God, it's-
screeching going on.
She's like, God, you're loud.
Anything else? Anything else, Fisscourth?
That's all I can do.
Okay. The rat swarm that Sulong is fighting. Gosh, you just gave it a youchie, so it's going to bite at you. Does an 18 hit?
Just.
Okay. That'll be 9 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, fowie.
Yeah. Those 2d6s rolled really good. That will be it for the swarm. Up next, Elena.
I guess the easiest thing to do would try to. I'll bring my quarterstaff out and hit the swarm, I suppose. So I'll go after swarm 2.
Okay. The swarm that Sulong is fighting?
Yes.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
It does.
18 damage. And as a bonus, I'm going to.
I'm just going to stop you right there because you end that rat swarm.
Cool. Can I cast it anyway?
You can. Do you want to target the other rat swarm?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
It's not really going to target anything. I'm gonna cast ensnaring strike, so it'll be on the next turn.
Okay.
Because the next time I hit the creature with a weapon, then before that spell ends, then stuff happens. So I'll just gear up and get ready to go and just kind of holding it like a baseball bat. No one said it was efficient, or the correct way, but it works.
Okay. Up next is the rat swarm that is currently plaguing Yuiza, pun intended. Does a 6 hit you?
No.
Okay. You are safe from their bites, and that puts us back at the top of the round. However, at the start of round 2, another player enters the field, and more rats swarm in. Yuiza, it is your turn.
Rinse and repeat. Dagger. 24.
That hits.
7.
Okay. Once again, you lash out. And as luck would have it, or actually would not have it, your damage does not do as much as you think it should.
18.
An 18 hits.
1 point of damage. That's already halved. It was 3.
Alrighty.
Like these rats.
It seems that what started as a good day has turned into a very bad day for you. Sulong, you're up next.
Sulong's gonna step over her.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Mhm.
There is an inhale. A small rumble, localized rumble from underneath Sulong's feet as he rages, and then swings downward recklessly.
Does a 15 hit?
It does.
16.
16?
That's
Okay.
slashing damage.
Anything else?
Can I pinpoint where these rats are coming from? Is it like just holes in the wall or a specific hole?
There is no specific hole. You can roll me an investigation check if you'd like. To just get a general check of the room.
No, he'd be too focused in on fighting.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Fisscourth, you're up next.
Oh boy, these things, not only did they disparage the good word of my temple, I am going to absolutely rack them with the word of the Keeners. So, root, I said root, oh god, I combined the two words. Rat group 1, I am going to cast Hold the Dead upon.
All right.
They gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. How wise are rats? Okay. Not very. That die is gone.
How wise are these rats?
That is a 10.
And because they're already damaged, I'm rolling a d12.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That is a 10.
Okay. Excellent.
I'm just
These
gonna
rats,
at him.
these rats are not looking great.
Similar to Sulong, I'm just gonna shout out, are there any holes they're coming out of? We must block them. He's too angry to understand. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
But yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Sulong's head, it's just one of those wind-up monkeys that is slamming symbols together over and over again.
Up next, Elena.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Yay! So I bonk it. And now a writhing mass of thorny vines is going to appear at the point of impact. And the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends, which is up
Oh
to...
boy.
Yeah, so get bent, I guess. Or squished? Hugged?
They rolled a natural 1 and they also have a negative 1, so you hug the heck out of them.
Hug the heck out of them.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll damage or do we just want them hugged?
These are the ones that Sulong is fighting.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. Ooh,
There's a chance they might stay up.
And again, 14
just-
plus 3 is 7.
Something.
17.
Believe it or not, they do stay up. But there's one rat hanging on for dear life.
It says, while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns.
Excellent. So, we're just going to count that as dead because it's not going to survive the start of its next turn. It has 1 HP. Let's see. Up next, Rat Swarm number 1. Still kicking. Does a 5 hit you, Yuiza?
Actually, no, it doesn't.
Rats. I should have rolled lower.
Any of them. 3 forms, actually.
That puts us up at the top of the order. And I went too far, but Yuiza, it is your turn.
She's gonna she can't rage, but she's doing her own little rage. And she keeps violently stabbing at these rats. Why won't you die? Natural 20. Not that it matters.
Roll that crit. I want to know. They have 4 HP left. I want to know how much you overkill these rats in your rage.
Okay.
If you roll double 1s, you might not kill them.
Listen, leave me alone and don't curse me. I'm
She's
already
gonna be
cursed
so
enough,
mad.
apparently. Okay, that's not bad. That's 4 plus 3 plus 4. So that's 8 plus 3, that's 11.
That is
5 technically, but
that is plenty.
you just see her just go put the rats. She looks up and her hair's a little mess.
You have a passion for pest control.
Yes, thank you.
You all just watched as Yuiza had probably the most difficult combat that you've watched her have to date. And it looked as though every time her blade hit, something pushed it just far enough.
That's spooky.
Not having a good day. Okay?
Are you feeling... We have rats to fight, but Yuiza, we'll talk about this later.
It is fine. Let's go fight more rats. Leaving.
Does anyone stop to look about the room?
Yeah, she's just going around to look around the room.
Okay. Go ahead. Whoever wants to roll me investigation.
I'll look around with
standing
her.
in the pile of like the rat swarm, looking like head tilted up towards the ceiling, eyes closed, breathing rapidly, slowing down.
I got a
Okay.
4.
Yeah,
Okay.
18.
Okay.
13.
Wonderful. For those of you who rolled above a 10, Elena, you are just preoccupied with Sulong, his breathing exercise, and these rats that are all over the floor. You notice a few items scattered about the room. Fisscourth, you are bebopping around looking at this display of bones. And there's some really beautiful work here. This is fine craftsmanship. Your people would just marvel at this display. In one of the skulls, you see a glimmer of something gold and metallic.
Oh. What happens if I boot my snoot closer?
You boop your snoot closer. You see sitting within the skull a tiny gold statuette of an owl.
Oh.
Do you take it?
I pick it up to examine it.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Let's see how this goes, baby. 16.
This is a common curio. You've seen them in shops as you've traveled through the land, displayed in windows. Arabelle has a few, not owls, different animals. But by holding this item and rotating in a small circle anytime between dusk and dawn, you gain advantage on wisdom perception checks to detect any invisible, incorporeal, or otherwise hidden obscured creatures, objects, or traps within a 60-foot radius. Once dawn breaks, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion should you use this. If you choose to attune to this item, you also gain a +3 bonus to passive perception at all times.
Oh, that is fabulous for a little blind creature like me. But it also feels so wrong to take something from someone's grave. But for the use for study, yes, I'll take this for study.
Okay. And
I'll tuck it away.
Yep. I will add that to your folder. Yuiza, what did you roll?
18.
18? Yuiza, you are frustrated. It was a very difficult fight. And you notice, sitting on the table, there is a candle that burns an odd color, sitting on something that is also metallic, that catches the glint of the light.
If I am going to move closer, see what it is. Why is it odd?
Okay. You do so, and you find a candle glowing with a almost pearlescent flame. This is something that is also common and sold in many magic shops across the land that you've encountered. This is an everlasting candle. This candle sheds a bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. Instead of melting down or burning out, it stays lit forever until you intentionally extinguish it by spending an action to do so. If you choose to attune to this item, any candle you light with this item becomes an everlasting candle, but their lifespan is limited to 1 month. And as you turn it over in your hands, you see runes and arcane symbols that have been melted into it with a pearlescent multicolored wax. And on the bottom, it appears that someone has crafted into it a metallic object. Do you examine it further?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the bottom, you find a key.
Can I try to do a intelligence check to see if Yuiza will notice that might connect the misfortune to her, the tip that she took?
Go ahead and roll me a religion check. See exactly
13.
13? Okay, that's enough. As someone who is well-traveled at this point and grew up with a varied education, you think back and you remember vaguely your family, air quotes, teaching you about the gods and signs of luck and signs of misfortune. And it's often noted that frogs are associated with the goddess of luck, Tymora. And as you sit there realizing it, you realize that Lady Luck has turned her eye away from you.
This is what happens when you don't learn about other world quarters, kids, okay?
This is why we don't steal.
From a statue of probably Tymora.
I don't know about gods. Okay, so if... Would I have to put it back where it was? Or can I just kind of...
Maybe you could say you're sorry? Get on your knees and all that?
Do you tell the others this?
Lisa, are you quite all right? You look troubled.
So, you know how earlier today I told you that I was told to never steal from temples?
Why would you steal from a temple? They're usually for the people, by the people. It's strange that you've been charged at a temple, really, but continue.
I may have taken something
Why?
because I could.
We should keep it.
From whom? Which god did you upset?
You can all roll me a religion check.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Were you so occupied with the you could that you really forgot about the you should you?
13. Lucky 13.
9.
Fine. What did Elena roll?
30-20.
30-20? Okay. Sulong, you're not quite sure where or who
Doing breathing.
it may have been. Yeah. Fisscourth, you have heard about town, a name which you do not recognize. The name of Tymora is often praised within the Pink Dragon and those thieving it who have recently had a windfall. You can surmise that from their exuberance, it's probably a god of some sort. Elena, this is Tymora, the goddess of good fucking luck. You know that with 100% certainty.
You got that from the 5th room on the left, didn't you?
It was the room you all walked into, the main temple.
We all walked into.
Oh, Tymora? Really?
I didn't know.
Really? The one that we need on our side? We need Lady Luck on our side? And you did that?
Listen,
I would advocate stealing from gods normally, but Tymora, as Elena was saying, the goddess of luck.
You're gonna have to do a whole lot of praying later.
When we get out of here, you put whatever you stole back, and then, take a few hours to pray.
Make a donation, perhaps. I hear that
what
they
if
love
I
us.
leave what I took here?
Rather you leave it where you got it.
Okay, what if I find something in this room? Can I take that?
No.
Let's not take any more things.
No, I just found this key that I was going to tell you guys about.
This is already going to be hard as it is. I know self-preservation's not high on your list, but come on, Yuiza.
It's the key.
Think about us at least. We've got to live and figure this out.
Because I have a burning candle and I read a lot at night, okay?
We're gonna do what I call a common.
Candles.
We're gonna do what I call a common sense check. Can everyone please roll me either a straight insight or a straight intelligence check or a straight wisdom check, whichever mental.
Fire.
I am equally dense. I still got a 15.
A 5.
I have the highest wisdom of this group, and I rolled a 7.
I am.
The barbarians,
I have 13 I am
What is-
delightfully average.
What did Sulong roll?
A 19.
Okay. You know that different deities will punish in different ways, but down here there is no homage to any deity. It is just a place for people to rest. And you surmise that Lady Luck probably turned her eyes away from Yuiza because Yuiza stole directly from her altar.
Yep.
However, down here there is no claim to anything. The people who would have used the things here, they are gone. They are not for this world. They cannot take their things with them. So whatever is down here is likely safe.
Relays this while casting, exposition.
Oh, I can keep this then. And Fisscourth shows the owl. I think she holds it like right up to Sulong's face, just so she's looking at the eyes.
Sulong, can you open the door for me?
Is our job done here?
I will be right back. I don't listen. If I go down there with that lock, I could put everyone in danger.
True, but also there's a bed and you've made it.
And I've learned my lesson. I already took the nap. Listen,
Perhaps the goddess wants you to undergo this trial.
he's just gonna try and open the door.
Everything happens for a reason.
strength.
Must say Elena has a point. Fate works in mysterious ways.
I'm trying to open this door.
You all watch as Yuiza is shoving their fingers underneath this door in a full squat with all of their might, and this door does not budge.
Oh my god, please open.
Too long sighs.
I've learned my lesson. I'm so sorry, Tamara. Okay.
The tactical retreat to rest would be advised. And he'll walk over to the door and start lifting.
Okay,
I'm sorry. It was
Go
an
ahead.
old habit.
go ahead and roll me that strength check. No, there is a hallway
Okay.
leading further.
Why don't we just go back to the hallway? We haven't finished our job.
Lisa
Well,
does
at
make
least,
a-
like, how can we be sure that we did? You know, like, that was only a little bit. I thought there'd be
Yuiza,
more.
Well,
You,
you could have a nest in there. We would do well to eradicate it. Yes.
Right.
Root and stem.
Yuiza does make a point. If the gods are against us on this one, it'll only bring calamity. So they will go upstairs, make amends, and won't do it again. Understand?
Do you think she can really promise that?
She better.
You don't know me.
It wasn't aimed at you. It was mostly aimed at Fisscourth. Just being like, it's because I don't know you that I'm asking.
I would never. I was raised a cloistered sister of sanguine. Not sister of a chapel, yes.
24
Like a
to lift
nun?
the door.
Yes, like a nun.
Well, what was that? 20?
A 24 to lift the door.
Yes, the DC was 16. You lift this door, and Yuiza, you are able to slide under and head back up.
Sulong's going to lift it all the way and then rest it on his shoulder, turn his head to Yuiza. I'll be here waiting.
Okay, I'll be right back. She's gonna just fucking book it.
Okay. You go tearing through these hallways. You scare the ever-living bejeebus out of Isla, who is walking through the hall. As you run past her, where do you go?
She goes straight to the main entry room.
Okay.
And she will take out not only the 5 gold that she stole, but another 5 gold, so make that 10 gold.
Okay.
And then put back the jewel. She's gonna be like, I don't have any other jewel. I am so sorry. You know what? Here's another 5. Just because I don't have. She doesn't care who's there. I'm really sorry. Fat force a habit. Hi, you're great. I love your frog. Please don't give me bad luck. I promise I'm not bad. She's gonna look. Is there anybody else there?
There is. There is a woman clad in yellow. They appear to be priest robes. But they could hold up, covering her hair, and she walks. First time encountering her, huh?
Yes.
Mm.
I'm not a bad person, I promise.
Oh, most aren't, dear. They just give in to one moment of weakness. And then, poof, bad luck strikes.
I mean, I'm here to the back and I give extra. If I have bad luck, then I have bad luck. But I don't want to put my party members in danger. So hopefully, she looks at the statue. We're good.
You're traveling with the party.
Yes.
She just nods her head and smiles. Here, dear, give me your hand.
There you go.
And she takes your hand in both of hers. Don't worry. She never turns her eyes away for long. And she will let go of your hands and walk away towards the other side of the temple where the rooms are, where people who live here stay. And as she pulls her hands away, there is a small golden frog in your hand, identical to the one that is in the hand of Timora. You can treat this golden frog as an advantage on any roll or check that you have in the next 24 hours. But you are free to go.
She's gonna stare at the statue, then stare at the little figurine in her finger, that's in her hand, then stare at the older woman that just walked away for like a few times, kiss the head of the little frog, put it in her pocket.
Okay.
Comes back running. I'm good. Thank you so much, Shalon. She's gonna go and just on her tiptoes and give Shalon a kiss on the cheek and go underneath the door.
What do we learn?
Yes, I learned to not steal from God, and I think I met... Is it weird if I said that I think I met tomorrow?
Met her?
I don't know, this old lady gave me a little frog.
Sometimes there's, what's the word for them? Acolytes, priestesses, people like
Oh,
that.
she was really nice.
Yes, they have a direct vein to the divine, almost as if a channel. We had
Right.
something similar to where I came from. The
Speaking of
Hellbirth.
channel, we should go find out where the rats went.
Yes,
Oh,
we
I have
should.
a key.
Let's use it.
Do any of you look at this key in Yuiza's hand closely?
Tulong's lowering the door gently, so his back.
I
is
think
turned.
I'll take it just because I'm a little weary now.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Because I'm good at that.
Mhm.
Or an 8.
I'll take a look
Okay.
at it as well.
There's
Thank-
something magical about it. That's all you get, Elena.
Yeah.
Fisscourth?
It's a special key. I've got -2 in my Arcana. Let's see how this goes.
Yikes.
Okay, that's an 11. It's not awful.
Okay. That's fine. This is, I was looking for a 10, so you did good.
Yay.
This ornate golden key with a magical sigil embossed onto it radiates transmutation, and transmutation symbols cover it. If you are not a wizard, when you touch this key to the forehead of a dead wizard, you learn a single wizard cantrip of your choice if your intelligence is 13 or higher. Key is destroyed in the process. You suffer 3 levels of exhaustion immediately afterwards. If you choose to attune to this item and you are a wizard, then you learn either a new wizard cantrip or a first level wizard spell of your choice when you touch this key to the forehead of a dead wizard. You still suffer the 3 levels of exhaustion immediately afterward. This is what is called a key to magic.
Oh, Fisscourth just makes this sort of low moan as she looks at it.
Is it bad? I thought it might open the doors.
Oh no, this is a very good thing, Yuiza. This is quite similar to something we had at the chapel. What it does is that it takes the memories of spells cast by former wizards former wizards, I should say dead ones, and casts it into your own mind.
Living, okay. Oh.
It is very delicate, though. It tends to break upon first use, so be careful with what you do with it.
Okay.
I don't think it's a key to anywhere, though. But it is a key to the mind.
Oh. Should I?
Oh, like a learning thing?
Sort of, yes. It just involves dead bodies.
Oh, cool. I like learning. And the dead usually have a lot to tell you.
That they do. You get me in ways I could not have thought, Elena.
So you
Walks down the hallway.
Okay.
I'll put it in my pocket. My little froggy.
Real quick, Sulong's going to sidle up next to Yuiza and just bap her back.
You bat her back. She's like, what?
There isn't anything inherently wrong with stealing for survival. There's just a time and a place.
Okay.
Okay.
As you enter this hallway, at first there is no apparent source. But as you walk on the metal grates beneath your feet and pass into these walls of hand-hewn rock, you realize that there is an echo coming from below you. And there is the distant sound of an underground cavern and water beneath your feet as a slight breeze from below pushes up towards you.
Yuiza puts her skirts down. I'm not recreating that picture.
There's a picture
Of a woman. I should know where it is, so I know to avoid it. But this is terribly similar to home. You hear that? And this sort of arches a twitching ear towards the ground. There's water, possibly a cavern.
You hear the distinct sounds of an underground river.
Really, they should have expected an infestation with that. All sorts of life lives in caves.
Well, it might be the main fresh water source for the wells in town.
Hopefully not wells that move. No more Jabberjays, please. Not Jabberjays. Marrow Jay.
I like
Throw me off the
Jabberjay.
cliff. That's cool.
Are we talking about the shark, the mythical beast, or the dance crew?
Next fake creature is a Jabberjay. It just talks your ear off.
Don't tempt me.
Will do.
I am tempting you on purpose.
As you walk through and you hear these sounds of the cavern below, at the end of the hallway, there is a door. Unremarkable, with a handle in the middle, made of wood with brass hinges.
Jesus,
Does it open?
Yeah.
This fist is gonna take one of those hinges, the handle, and attempt to turn it.
Just rip it from the hinges.
Fisscourth make me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, we found out. Oh shit.
As you twist this door's handle, you hear a powerful spring unloading, and the entire door rotates towards you violently and comes crashing down over your head. And what's your
I
save?
rolled a 7. That was I get bonked.
You don't just get bonked.
I get mega bonked.
You get obliterated.
You take 10 points bludgeoning damage on that 2d6, and your head goes through this door, and you are lifted up off your feet, stuck in this door.
Yeah, all of you just hear fists just evolve into screeching and clicking as she's stuck.
Fisscourth, are you okay?
You just get a bunch of bat clicks.
Gonna try to pull her head out of it. What? She only has one arm over the body. What?
Depending on how the entire thing is clamped down, you might pull the body with the head. That's dangerous.
Go ahead and roll me investigation, Sulong.
I have a concussion, guys. Be gentle.
13, my lord.
That is not high enough, unfortunately. You think that Fisscourth's head is definitely stuck there.
I've got one solution to separate a head from a body, but we don't want that.
No, we're not doing that. What?
Wait,
what
it's through the door?
Yeah, it's through the door.
I have a hand axe.
That
We're
could
not
work.
Not to the body, but to the door.
Yeah, whatever screeching Fisscourth had has calmed as she hears, okay, not to the body.
Oh, Fisscourth, what do you see?
My eyes are full of fur. Can you give me just a moment, please? What do I see, actually? Gotta keep an eye out for Selena.
Roll me perception.
Oh boy.
Let's see how much you can see from this angle.
I rolled a nat 20.
Fabulous. You have dark vision, right?
I was about to say, I have superior dark vision.
Fabulous. Because you see a room that is similar to the one you just left. However, in this one, You can't fully see it just based on how your head can move. From over to the side, you see to your, actually it would be your left. To your left, you see the wall ends shortly after the door, and there is a tumble of rocks. And along that same wall, there is a row of wooden caskets in the room. Some have been smashed by rocks. There are bones and debris that lay scattered about the floor. Ones further on are still intact, but you see nothing else.
It's a tad delirious. Just, it looks as if there's been a cave-in, perhaps. Boxes with bones in them. Why would you put bones in a box? They're so much better at the bottom of the lake. My head hurts.
Can you try and chop the door?
You got it.
Please.
You're okay.
Would anyone like to investigate this door?
Yes.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Anyone else?
Sorry, apparently I muted myself for once. 15.
15? Okay. That's enough between the two of you. Fisscourth is essentially grappled by this door. When the door slammed into place, it created a gap that essentially locked them in. Not necessarily intentionally, just based on how the wood broke around her little noggin. You could potentially, Yuiza, you see where the mechanics of this door are. If you can just get around Fisscourth's body just enough, you could potentially disarm this.
Okay.
Or potentially disassemble it altogether. But it's going to be difficult because you have a squiggling, squirming Fisscourth hanging from the door in your way.
Okay, wait. Don't bash the door, right? Don't. Give me a second. Fisscourth, can you stay very still for me?
Cut off my head.
I will. I'm not going to cut off your head. I'm going to try and disassemble the door.
We will. Just.
I need you to be still. Look, I'm going to hug you, okay? She's going to move around Fitz and like put her arms around Fitz to try and disassemble the door. Not how I thought I would end up under another lady.
You know how you can always like kind of feel a presence when it's behind you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Fisscourth feels like Sulong behind her, and he just squats down. Hey, Fiss, quick question. Are you ticklish?
Why do you ask this?
Just asking.
Panic.
Fisscourth, I still.
Yuiza.
Elena's gonna smack him. Stop it. We need this to work. I don't want her in the door anymore.
Go ahead and roll me your thieves' tools, Yuiza.
I rolled a 4, but I have a little frog of good luck.
You do.
And I'm going to use my little froggy. And that is plus, thieves' tool is like plus dexterity and proficiency.
Yes, it's a d20 plus dex plus your proficiency, yes.
Okay. I rolled a 4 first, so I'm going to use my advantage. That's a lot better. So that is 12 plus 2. That's 14 plus 4. That's 18.
That is exactly what you needed to get Fisscourth out of the store.
It's okay. Stay still. I got this.
You normally work on locks, so this is a little bit difficult, and it does still take some time because you are prying apart a door with your thieves' tools. But you are able to get them into the nooks and crannies of these joints. You are able to disassemble the doorknob that is causing this to remain shut, and you are able to take off the banding around the wood frame as well, and it just pulls apart entirely, and Fisscourth is free.
Ah!
Fist kind of wobbles to her feet and is just holding her head.
Are you okay?
Blinks her. Could you fetch me the potion out of your pouch, please? I bought one as well. I need mine, please.
Okay. Here you go. Here you go. She gives you a health potion. She looks
thank
at the
you.
door and looks at this. My dad would be very proud. That was a really cool thing for me to do.
That was immensely amazing. And Fizz is just gonna take a sippy of her health potion.
I would like to thank Tamora for not, abandoning me again. Tamora, you just gained a new worshiper today, just in case you're listening. Thank you.
Do you move further into the room?
Absolutely. I'm gonna stay behind because I need to finish this health potion. But
Okay.
anyone else, go right ahead.
Let's see what's in here. Oh, these are coffins. They're coffins, guys. That's why the bones are in the boxes.
Well, tell them to cover their mouth if they're coughing.
You know, I
RJ.
stab things regularly, right? So, question, Elena, have you been to this? Have you lived here before? In this place? Not this room, obviously, but like town.
Oh yeah, no, totally. The third coffin on the right was mine for years. No. Why do you ask?
Well, so I want to make sure that all the skittering and stuff is gone, especially after I stole. But we keep finding more bones, and I wanted to know if you had been here before, if this place had a problem with like undead, because these are a lot of bones.
As you say that, Elena, looking over Yuiza's shoulder, you see rocks begin to shift.
No.
Fisscourth, have you taken that health potion?
I've got a little health potion mustache. Yes, I did.
Fabulous.
Max.
As a zombie comes up out of the rubble
Oh.
and heads for Yuiza.
Fisscourth, are you alright? You're making a lot of groaning back. Oh my god.
Funny you should mention undead. We will be going back into initiative. All right. Yuiza got a 20. Elena got a 15. Fisscourth an 8. Sulong a 3. The creature rolled a 16. Oh, you got an 18?
Yeah, I rolled on.
Okay.
I had to swap over.
All right. Everybody in?
Yes.
Fabulous.
Does,
Yuiza, you are first.
does Elena make a face when they see this?
Yeah. You said undead, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell you this. I may not have lived here before, but we have a cemetery issue back home, so I got really good at fighting them. So as long as you don't turn around, we'll be fine. Just don't turn around. I got you.
And while she says that, Yuisa's going to open her eyes wide. You just hear the as the two daggers come out of her bracers, and she immediately turns around to stab.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Let's see. That does hit.
Are they near are they within 5 feet of me and my friends? Or
I believe so.
so that's a total of 7 piercing damage. And
Okay.
then offhand attack. If I have 2 weapons fighting, that is a 25, a 19. But I'm not
Okay.
a fighter or barbarian.
What's your total damage this round?
It's going to be 4 points of damage. I don't take a modifier when I do my offhand attack.
Okay. And what was the first
The first was 7,
7?
and then the next was 4 for a total of 11.
Fabulous. And we do not half your damage this fight. Anything else?
No, thanks, Tamora. I'm better now. I'm reformed.
Thanks, girl.
Thanks, girl.
Besties for life. Up next, Sulong. You come into this room and look around into an alcove and immediately see a zombie over Yuiza's shoulder.
Does Yuiza look like she got it handled?
She struck it.
Okay. Sulong's just gonna rush over to it with his great axe. Would it be possible to get behind it, or is there too much rubble?
You can try. It's going to count as difficult terrain.
I hit with my great axe, hopefully.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna reckless this round.
Okay,
Man, I wish I was a champion fighter. 24 to hit.
that hits.
14 points of slashing damage.
14. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Up next, we have the creature, and it doesn't like you. And you watch as, without provoking an attack of opportunity, it sinks back into the ground.
That's a problem, right?
Don't like that. That's a first. Usually they only do that if I beat them. You want to maybe like run past it? Maybe we could just run past and
No, we can't leave these sorts of things alone. We ought to bless the ground, have someone come forward, offer blessings from this Raven Queen, or I might be able to offer prayer to cover that. Is it coming back? Is it? Fiss actually puts her nose to the ground.
You watch. It does not come back. Up next, Elena, your turn.
I'm gonna just move up, ready the crossbow.
Okay, you're moving out into the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. What's the trigger for your crossbow going off?
Or not the crossbow, sorry, my longbow. Wrong weapon.
Okay. All right, and you just want to...
I'll just wait. I don't really have other things I can do right now since I can't see anything. So
Okay.
that'll work.
Up next, you can definitely hold that action. Up next, Fisscourth.
Gosh, this is everything I've been trained for. Living in dark cave systems where dark magics may darkeningly darken,
Mhm.
but Fiss approaches where this thing went underground and pulls out from her little chest fur area a symbol. If you look closely, it looks like the skull of a vampire bat, and its eyes are rubies, but she holds this and begins to, in this very strange, screechy language, begins to cast Channel Divinity, Turn Undead. So any undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw of DC 13. And if it fails, it runs for me for a minute. I hope they can hear me underground.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that they can.
They got sharp ears.
What's the DC?
13, Your Honor.
Well, they rolled a 13, but they have a -1, so they don't pass. So do they have to spend their turn moving away from you?
Yeah, 1 minute they will spend running away from me.
Sounds good. Up next, top of the next round, Yuiza.
I'm going to prepare an action to either stab or throw my dagger if this zombie comes up again. I'll hold my action.
Okay. Did you want to move anywhere or take your bonus action?
Is there anywhere she could hide?
There are pillars along the wall that you could go stand next to.
Okay, she'll move here and use a bonus action hide.
Okay.
Let's try and get a sneak attack again next turn if it moves somewhere else.
And
Stealth? Where that? 6, so 17.
all right, fantastic. Next we have Sulong.
Sulong is going to boogie to a new... He's going to relocate, essentially, and then hold an action to play whack-a-mole with a zombie if one pops up next to him.
Okay, sounds good. Up next is the creature, and it does move as far as it can underground before popping back up to see where y'all are, because it did hear Fisscourth screeching and didn't like it. And it cannot do anything else because there's no one within reach.
Can
Oh.
I do my held action?
What was your held action?
Just throwing my dagger.
Yes, you can do that.
19.
That does it.
Would I be able to add a sneak attack to that? No, because I already... Oh yeah, would I be
Yes,
able
you can.
Okay. That is a total of 9 damage.
Okay.
Dagger.
Fantastic. Did not like that. Anything else? Wait, that was a held action, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Elena also had a held action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and loose an arrow.
Mm-hmm. And Sulong, yours was just a melee, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, you're not within
Unless you want me
range.
to just throw my axe at them.
No, unfortunately.
Okay. So it's been a while. I just do the same as always, right? Like roll to hit.
Same as
Okay.
always.
For a 16 to hit.
That hits.
5 plus 3, so 8.
It is not looking fantabulous. So then, actually, that brings it to your turn. So you can take your turn as usual.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Sorry. Okay, yep, go for it.
I'm just gonna get another arrow going. For a 17 to hit.
Mhm.
So plus 2, so that's 11.
11 damage.
Yes, total. Sorry.
Okay.
I forgot proficiency damages are a thing. I've been
No
playing through it for the last
problem.
3 years. I forget everything. So, I don't know if you want to add the other 2 then from the last one.
What's that?
Well, because I'm proficient in the longbow, and I didn't add the proficiency bonus to that first arrow that I loosed. So,
It doesn't automatically add it into your damage.
well, I manual rolled. I used my dice.
Oh, gotcha.
It was just
we'll just
brain
move
error.
forward.
So,
Yeah, we'll just move forward.
right.
But I'll help you remember that for next time.
Gotcha.
Fisscourth,
As this thing is running away from us, God, I sure scared it a whole bunch.
you did.
Let me.
What are you gonna
Just
do to
Google
my
this.
poor zombie? What are you gonna do to him?
He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
We're taking him
wants
to
to
a
eat your
farm
brain.
upstate. Okay, so that works. Hey, so there's this handy dandy little cantrip that has. It's called Told the Dead,
Mm-hmm.
and if my guy can he make a wisdom save of
Yeah.
above 13 or meets 13?
Try. That's a 4 with that -1 that makes it a 3.
He's pretty. I'm sure he's pretty, but how does pretty stand up to a D12 as Fiss? She crosses her wings to
Mhm.
herself in an X
Mhm.
shape as she looks at this thing and starts mumbling an incantation. And let's see how this roll goes.
Okay.
Everyone, 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. It is still up, but it is not happy.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Top of a new round, Yuiza.
I'm going to stab it. Run up to it and stab it.
Do it.
It would
Dare you.
18.
18? Yes, that hits.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I won. Plus 4, that's 5. And then I'm gonna do my offhand attack. But I don't think an 8 will hit.
It will not.
So that is my turn.
Okay. How much total damage was that?
5.
5 total? Okay. All right. Up next, Sulong.
Gonna rush up right behind it on this diagonal. And swing my great axe.
All right, do it with advantage.
Oh, okay. I don't have reckless here. Cool. 22?
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Gosh, my poor little zombie has to
Yeah.
run away. Can't get a hit off. So
Don't you
rude.
mean-
We bullied him and then we beat him up.
Yeah.
Bullying by monster.
Or a little pinata. That is 10 points of slashing damage.
10.
Yes.
What's it look like when you end the zombie?
Sulong will sidle up behind the zombie, put the haft of the great axe against his neck and hold it back and yell for Yuiza.
Ooh. Yeah, she'll take both of her daggers and just go like uppercut with her hidden daggers.
Tilt his head to the side to avoid the visceral gore.
You do that, and surprisingly, there's not a lot of goo that comes from this creature. It's a little dried out, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh.
So it's
Just flaky skin.
yeah, it's more of a paper mache type dealio, and the daggers go in, and it just goes "Bleh," and falls over, and you are out of combat.
Sulong's still holding the body. Is it dead yet?
Yeah, the
It's-
head's gone. It
It's
just
not
fell
moving.
right over.
Yes.
Oh,
We
As
ought
dead
to
as it's gonna
inform.
be.
The what?
I said it's as dead as it's gonna be.
Well, hopefully
It's deader now. We've redone
deader.
it.
Yeah. I think we found probably some of the source of the skittering and scattering.
True.
Yeah.
We need to keep going, though, I think, right? It's probably-
Is there another
There is an archway leading to a hallway right here, which I'm trying to ping, but it won't let me.
If you
I feel like if
Bottom
there's
left
one,
corner.
there might be more.
Do you head into the next corridor?
Undead are rarely without company. We ought to check.
All right. So you head in.
Fist, let me. Maybe I should lead.
Oh, yes. I wouldn't want to fall prey to another door. Thank you, Sulong.
Pat, pat.
All right. What's the marching order as you head in?
Too long as the meat shield.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Sulong and Elena can kind of be like side by side if you want, and then we can just like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd also like to take a health potion.
Go for it. And then Fist and Yuiza following up the rear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. As you enter into this curving hallway, arcane lights shoot through symbols on the walls, making its way towards you. As it flashes past, leaving you all unscathed, a door made of solid rock crashes down, blocking your retreat through the archway that you just walked through.
Wow.
You're left listening to the slight whoosh of a breeze flowing around you, and your fellow party members' startled breathing, completely bathed in darkness. The walls here are not the same neat masonry of the previous rooms. These are rough carved, and on each wall is a different set of letters chiseled into it. The combinations of the words all pulse faintly in unison with a dim glow of arcane energy. And this is where we'll pick up next time. Thank you for joining us for tonight's episode of Luck and Chaos. Don't forget to leave a review on your favorite podcast platform of choice. It really helps our show grow. Yuiza was played by Alessa Vamp. Fisscourth was played by Abby. Sulong was played by RJ. Special thank you to our guest player Meg. Check her out as Narnia's Pants on Twitter. Your GM tonight was Sara Roberts. Check out our show notes for cast info and links to the 5th edition third-party content for this game. If you'd like to join us for our Patreon-only after show, visit us on patreon.com/thehypegoblin. This show and others like it are made possible with the generous support of our patrons.